This demonstration for the BBO Transport applies if you have candidates or 1099 candidates that you pay or want to issue payment directly from Business Central for. It does have the capacity for tracking $1099 so that you can appropriately print your forms and submit tax data at the end of the year. We do need to evaluate your setup to ensure that the appropriate earning codes and field settings can drive that, but it is something that is important for staffing firms if you're going to be paying your own vendors. So let's take a quick look at what the vendor import process looks like. It's fairly straightforward and simple, much like the customer import process is. Now, the log is still here from the last time we had run it. Notice the last thing we ran was running sales invoices, and those were successful. But we're going to run a different import this time. I have a vendor import. This is a Bullhorn Back Office export file that only has really 3 vendors on it. We've already demonstrated the capacity for importing a large customer set, but this is a vendor set that I've created, very simple and straightforward. We do have some Business Central specific information related over here to taxing as well as banking. If you needed to load it to Business Central, we could put that data in this file format and use this as a mechanism to load it to the appropriate fields in Business Central. Let's demonstrate. Again, the Command and Control Center is a BBO Transport page under Actions. We're going to choose the vendor import. The import window pops open. We're going to drag and drop. Shows you how simple that is. Sync is complete. Let's hit F5. And it says the vendor sync status is completed. It was very fast. Let's go pop into our vendor card. Those 3 vendors are now created, and let's take a look at the details. Number of fast tabs on the page. At the top here, this is the Bullhorn Back Office candidate ID. This is the name as supplied in the file. Address information as supplied in the file is also brought in. Invoicing information that really helps us to ensure a smooth posting. The general business posting group and the vendor posting group are assigned automatically. Those are values that are set during the setup phase of the project. Payment terms, if any, has been applied automatically through the import. And depending on the IRS 1099 code, there's a number of different ones available here within Business Central natively, and they do get updated for each tax year. There's a process that's really sweet and simple for us to go and download any updates for the new tax year to those forms, and we take care of that as part of our customer service plan. The tax ID number will come in, and note that there are 2 different types of tax entity categorization needed, and this is imported from the file. Some people get 1099s as non-employee compensation people, but there are also corp-to-corp type organizations where those would in fact be a legal entity and might have a tax ID number instead of a social security number. So all that information is in the source file, and we sort that out during the import process. So that's how easy it is to load the vendors or candidates from the BBO into Business Central 365 using the BBO Transport extension.